I fucking love soup.
Dude, same.
Soup is so good.
Winter,
Do you think
soup
cereal
season?
is soup?
Yeah. Because have you heard that concept where it's like everything's either a soup, salad, or sandwich?
No, I haven't heard that.
So like every food can be like distilled either into soup, salad, or sandwich. So like a steak, that's a salad. Whereas
Steak is a salad? What about like spaghetti and meatballs?
that's a salad.
Can you explain that?
It's in a bowl and it like doesn't. If it's sandwiched between something, that's a
Is
sandwich.
pizza a sandwich?
A calzone sandwich. A pizza salad. Because pizza really is just salad on bread, isn't it?
I don't know.
Come on. Anyway, and then smoothie, soup, cereal, soup. Like, what else? That soup. Like, if you do any food,
I'm not gonna ruin this date.
Okay,
But
you disagree?
I disagree.
Well, that's healthy of us, actually.
Yeah.
We're allowed
you
to
gotta,
disagree
You
on
gotta
points.
disagree.
Hi.
Hi, what up?
How are you doing?
Good. You showed up for our date.
Yeah, well, you showed up for our date. You were the one who said you weren't able to come to a date on a Thursday.
Thursday's like, it's my reading day.
Oh,
My alone
okay.
time day. Yeah.
Okay, what happens on a Monday?
That's alone time day.
Alone time day, Tuesday
Reading
alone
day.
time day.
For
Yeah.
the most part.
Okay, nice. Yeah, you kind
And then
of.
Sundays for my grandma. So
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Is that the routine?
yeah, we have a film club every Sunday.
Oh, I've heard about this.
Yeah?
What's on the agenda for the upcoming Sunday film club?
I don't actually know. I've been missing it because I'm in Australia.
Yeah. Do you bring the film, or does she suggest the film?
I have
or?
tried. She usually shoots down my ideas.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
She,
How is she finding her films?
She was a filmmaker.
Yeah.
And a lot of her friends are filmmakers, so just things that she saw in the theaters,
Yeah.
growing up, and it's really cute too. She puts together a whole lecture.
Oh, really?
And we all, it's a group of 7 of us, some of her friends and some of my friends.
Yeah.
And we'll go around and say what we thought of the film, and then she'll talk for about an hour usually.
Wow.
Just share the history of the film.
So it's an education session.
Definitely.
Do you feel like you've learned a lot from those and like
Yeah,
have a
I
deeper
have.
understanding?
I have learned a lot, but it's also like, it started during the pandemic. It was just like a way for me to keep in touch with her.
Yeah.
So I think more importantly, it's just a nice way to, I don't know, it's a nice way to have community.
Tell me about the start of Del Water Gap, because you were in a band before that.
Yeah.
Right? You were a drummer?
Yeah, I was in this Fish cover band. I was playing drums.
Okay.
I was probably like 12 or 13.
Oh, wow. That's
And it was one of
early.
these weird bands where like inexplicably the bass player was in his 50s. So it was
Was
like,
everyone else like, this is kind of weird? Or
Yeah.
like,
and I
only
was
in
like, this is
hindsight
rad.
you're
So
like,
it was
that's
like
weird?
me and another 12-year-old and then this 50-year-old. And of course, like the old guy took it way more seriously than we did.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
He had like in-ears and like, he would like make flyers, and he was like totally living the dream, and we were just
Wow.
kind of like there to have fun.
Oh, I love that that's his dream.
So
How'd you link up with
that's
him?
kind of how it started. He was my guitar teacher.
Okay,
Yeah.
that makes sense.
And then and then I went to high school, and then I started recording. There was this little like closet at my high school that I turned into a little recording studio.
Oh, wow.
So I started
let you do
recording.
that?
They let me do it, yeah. So
yeah.
I started recording and writing songs, and so that was sort of how the project started. I was like a super shy kid. And
Yeah.
I was like totally girl crazy. I'd have crushes on girls
Oh,
constantly.
really?
Yeah. But I could never talk to any of them because I was so shy, so I would like write songs and send them to them on MySpace.
Okay, you're leagues ahead of every other man, though. Like, imagine, like, being in high school, instead of a man, like, fumbling over words, you get a song in your inbox.
Yeah, but is it better? Like I've always
that's
I've always
romantic.
listen, as someone that has committed and whiffed a lot of grand gestures,
Yeah.
I think I learned over the years that a grand gesture, I think it can feel like you're doing someone a favor, but it's kind of a big ask,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Because you're asking someone to receive something very dramatic that they don't necessarily like, they didn't necessarily invite,
That's valid.
But I'm sure it worked a couple times. I can't really remember.
Did girls, like, just ghost these messages, or did they respond to these?
No, I mean, a lot of the time,
Did it work?
like, listen, I was sort of this, like, sweet, shy kid. So I think a lot of times people were like, you're really nice. I had no idea. Like,
Oh, yeah.
what do you, like, why don't you speak to me? like they were just sort of confused,
Okay, yeah.
you know?
And then, but after that, that's kind of the icebreaker moment, right?
Yeah, but then I think really what would happen is then I would feel so awkward. I would self-sabotage because
Oh,
then
yeah.
you send them the MySpace song,
Yeah.
then you actually have to see them in person, and you're like, fuck, what did I do?
Hi. Can I
I
offer
feel
you?
like this is like a date, really one-sided date.
Yeah. Can I offer you a drink
Like,
and you
I'm
can ask me a
talking.
question?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like I've been like mansplaining myself for hours.
It happens. No, you haven't been. I've been asking.
Yeah,
What
but,
do you want to know about
it's
me?
like I was just gonna say I'm gonna talk about myself a little bit more. Like,
No, please go for it.
like
Go for it. I'm interested.
I was in a relationship for a while, and then I've been single like the last couple of years, and it's been really interesting dating and like.
Yeah. How have you found dating?
Well, it's interesting to I mean, like sort of to this point, like you meet a lot of people who don't ask you any questions about yourself. Is that something that you've found?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Pretty strange.
Absolutely.
Like, what is
But
that?
also that is a reflection on them, but also holds up a mirror to me where I go, I like that about myself. I'm a
Yeah.
curious person.
Right.
And you've walked away knowing nothing about me. I'm never
Right.
going to see you again, but I learned something about you,
Right,
and that
right.
makes me happy.
Should we cheers
We
first?
should cheers.
To asking questions.
That's delightful. Okay.
Do people ever do a wine shoey, or is that just a beer thing?
I don't think it's off the table. You know what people...
I did a shoey like 2 nights ago.
I was there.
I know you were there.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've sort of been piecing the pieces together.
Yeah.
For our moment.
After our moment. Yeah, again, after you said you weren't available on a fucking Thursday.
Well, listen.
Well,
you know,
yeah.
It's
A girl's got to shoot her shot in front of thousands of people,
yeah.
and now look at you.
But listen, it's it's a charged thing to go on a date with someone who is at your show.
Power dynamic, but also no vetting prior.
Exactly,
I don't think
so-
I would ever accept that advance.
So yeah, there's a lot at play there.
Yeah.
You know?
I also like that you tried to pimp me to the band.
Well, and also just the general audience. You know?
Yeah, anyone, this
Like,
girl.
I feel like I rejected you nicely.
You
I
did.
was
You
like,
let me
seem
down
lovely.
well.
Yeah.
You did. Yeah, that was
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah.
And then you even tried to check the master tour for a hot second there.
Yeah, my
Yeah.
tour manager looked.
Yeah, like that was,
Yeah.
you know, that's almost like paying for the date and me fumbling around for my
Right.
wallet. You know,
Right,
being
right,
like,
right,
I
right,
have the intention of, but
Right.
never actually doing it.
Okay, can we actually talk about that real quick?
Go on.
Because this is another thing
Yeah.
I have been learning dating.
Yeah.
It's like the politics of paying. As a woman, how do you feel about that?
Okay.
Like, do you want a man to pay for your drinks?
So this is
Meal?
also something that's
Do you
evolving.
want to split? Do you want, like,
Yeah.
is the assumption that you won't pay or that you will pay, or what do you feel?
I think it's super dependent on the date itself.
Yeah.
So this is something that's come up in my personal life recently.
Yeah.
Where I normally am the person who am just like, let's split,
Yeah.
or we'll go round for round. I don't
Right.
like owing people things.
Right.
But recently I've been like, oh, what's it feel like to kind of sit in that energy of like, no, you can pay for me.
Yeah.
Like I want
I
to
think
be, I
that's
want to
cool.
be princess.
I think that's cool.
am a very independent person.
Yeah.
And I like run my own business. I
Yeah.
do a lot of stuff on like my own. No one kind of takes care of me.
Yeah, I mean, you made this date happen.
I know, thank you very much.
Yeah.
But like when those things come up, I'm like, oh, this is like someone taking care of me. And it feels really janky inside of me. And it's something that I'm like, oh, I need to sit with that and let them do
Wow.
it and see how that feels.
That's really cool. I mean, it's
Yeah.
like the way that you're talking about that, of like being very aware of it.
Yeah.
So you've thought about this a lot too. 'Cause
Oh,
I've thought about this a
absolutely.
lot, yeah.
I think we're both deep thinkers. I think a
Think
lot
so.
about exchanges.
Okay, last question on this.
Okay.
So if you start seeing someone pretty consistently,
Yeah.
does that change though? Like,
Yeah, I think there's a courting period, and then
Right.
when you're dating, like, no, that's
So
like,
you're like princess.
I'm
and then once we're
princess.
feeling good, maybe things can shift.
maybe things can
Yeah.
shift. Does the, like, eventual passing of your grandma scare you?
Absolutely, I think
Yeah.
about it every day. I mean, I was really thinking about it this morning because
Really?
especially when I'm traveling, she's almost 101.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
See, I was really close with my nana. She passed at 98, and like I was
was
living
that?
in. That was maybe 3 years ago, and like I still cry about it.
Yeah.
Like we were. It was a very similar relationship
Yeah.
where I was like, Tuesdays are for nana. Like
Totally.
we would go shopping, we'd go have our routine, and like me moving away from home.
Yeah.
Like that was the only reason I would visit home mainly was
Yeah,
like I would
totally.
see her more than my
Totally.
siblings. Yeah.
So I have a question about that because I think one thing I've been struggling with recently is acknowledging. So like I love my grandma so
Yes.
much. We're super fucking close.
Yeah.
And also, like anyone that you're close with, like I resent her sometimes, right? Because we'll hang out, and we're really similar, and she can sometimes be really critical of me,
Yeah.
but in like a loving way. But it like
Hurts.
gets to me sometimes. Like she'll make comments about my music or my choices or people I date, and
Because you value her opinion.
So I value your opinion, but it's funny because I feel a lot of guilt about it, right? Sometimes because there's something about having an older grandparent that maybe you had where in a way, like, she's obviously like an elder and she's a mentor in some ways, but in some ways, like, the parental dynamic starts to shift a bit where, like, I'm sort of taking care of her, or maybe and so this feeling of, like, resenting someone in moments that is like a tiny 101-year-old lady. It can feel sort of confusing. And then I think, to your point, that like when you are really close with someone that is that old, you become very conscious of like
fragility.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I've had these moments where I really like we'll have a tough exchange and like we'll always end on good terms, but you know, it's discharged sometimes. And then I'll have this real moment of like, what if this is the last time we talk?
Yeah.
But then I think about like, that's true with everyone, right?
Yeah.
Because like, you know,
you never know.
You or I are hopefully less likely to die than a 101-year-old, but it happens. You know, we see it happen, unfortunately.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I think because there is, again, a fragility to her just being 101. That's like you feel like almost like a guilt because there's...
Yeah, it feels like high pressure.
But
right?
also, your relationship, she's one of the closest people to you.
Yeah.
You're meant to challenge each other.
Right.
That's like the nature of it.
Totally.
Yeah. Like the people, like I have an identical twin.
Oh, wow.
And she challenges me.
Yeah.
And I resent her for it sometimes. But also at the same time, I'm like, well, this is why you're here.
This is why you're here.
This is what you serve in my life because I want your honest opinion. And you kind of are the only person who can really, like...
Yeah, she's a mirror for you.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, well, we are mirror twins.
We are mirror twins.
Yeah. Yeah. Genetically, absolutely.
It's wild.
Yeah. I was also thinking about this yesterday about like the concept of the show / movie One Day / book and how there's one day a year that we don't know through our entire life, but we have a birthday and we have a death day. And that day in the calendar year will go past every year of our life, but we don't know the importance of that date at the end of our lives. Like that's so wild. Insane.
Wow.
Yeah.
Right, because your birthday is such a moment.
Yeah, we celebrate our birthday, but we have no idea which day in the calendar.
Would you want to know your death day?
No, I don't.
Yeah.
Again, I'm a ruminator. I'll ruminate on it. I'll be like, well. But also I'd want to be celebrated.
Right?
Yeah.
It's wild to think about. Like, you ever think about that? Like, what you'll leave behind?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of why we do what we do, to like leave something better behind.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or like to have an impact that people will remember you by.
Like, if this all started with me just trying to write songs to send to girls I liked, like, how is it that now I'm in Australia, right?
I mean,
how is it...
are you still not like writing songs to impress some girls you might like?
Of course.
I mean, I feel like at the crux is still
I think what I'm talking about is
but yeah, how did we get
this
here?
feeling of like, and I'm sure you have it in your life too, if you have an idea or you have a passion or, I mean, you have it with people, right? You meet someone and maybe you have a little connection with them and you blink and then you've been together for years, you know what I mean? And that's, I think that's sort of like what I've been going through the last couple of years, just like coming off of all this touring, and I did this, my first big like arena tour, and like, it was like a big, busy last couple of years, and then I came off that and I had some time off and I was just like looking around for the first time and like, whoa, what the fuck?
Yeah.
And it wasn't necessarily a negative what the fuck, like, oh, I've been chasing the wrong thing. It's more just like, what have I been chasing? Like, what's been getting me moving, right? Like, you make something, right? Like, you have a concept for something, you put it together, you produce it, you shoot it, you put it out into the world, and then it's not yours anymore.
Yeah.
And like, how do you deal with that, of like seeing something react in the world? Like, are you ever surprised or disappointed or?
No, not really, because I think my content that I create, at the crux of it, it was created for an audience. Like, I have the audience so much in mind when I shape it. Yeah. And like, it's almost my giving back to those communities, and it's like my service too. Like, I started as a fangirl. Like, I was like a gig pig from the age of 12. I was like, constantly just at live music. I was like winning competitions through radio stations, and that's how I got into entertainment and media, was from being obsessed with One Direction, classically, as like a young teenage girl. But like, as then I studied journalism, so I have a bachelor in journalism, and then I was like, I want to get into entertainment media, and then I was like, oh, I want something that serves fandoms and communities, and like, I love the feeling that they all bring and they harness, and like, they are the backbone of the music industry.
Oh my God.
Like, what's my like giving back to?
It's everything.
Absolutely.
I'm so happy you have that perspective. Yeah. I've been really coming back to that too.
Yeah. So I'm like, I never feel weird about like giving it over to them, because it was always meant to be for them.
That's beautiful. Yeah. I mean, that's like a very relieving notion to me, because I think I've been trying to focus more on that gratitude, the one that you're talking about, of like, like in some ways this career is about me, but in a lot of ways it's not about me. Like it becomes more and more this like public service in a way. Yeah. And I've been feeling that like the more I tour, right? Like seeing people come and like be together, and I keep meeting people that have made friends at my shows, and that is such a...
You're the connector.
I'm the connector. And it's nice, it takes some of the pressure off, because I think to your point, to exactly what you're saying, it then becomes less about like me being able to control some narrative around me and more about just serving people.
Yeah, totally. You know? And also, I guess in that sense, it's not only about them coming to see you, but also coming to see the community they've built around you.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, belong. I mean, it's such a human instinct, right, to want to belong to something.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So tell me about Horse with Bowl Cut.
Horse with Bowl Cut. He's my
Does
son.
Horse with Bowl Cut have girlfriend?
Yeah, many.
Many?
I mean, he's more of like a poly vibe.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
He's like open with a bunch of people, but Horse with
Does
Bowl
he have
Cut,
a name? Is it like Jeff? I feel like
his name is Horse with Bowl Cut.
Oh, okay.
That's like his official
That's his
name.
document legal name. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, there's so much to say. I'm sort of figuring out what it is as it goes. Long story short, I was at this Hungarian bakery in New York. I was with a friend of mine. He's a great illustrator. He was drawing a figure drawing of someone in the cafe, in the bakery. And he asked me if I drew, and I said no. And he said, well, anyone can draw. You should try. Yeah. So I took a napkin, and I drew that.
That's crazy.
I just drew Horse with Bowl. It was just like a moment. It was like a lightning
just like came
strike.
out of you.
It was like just full creative flow. And I was like, this is special. Like, there's something about this that's really nice. So I had the idea to sell it on my merch store. So I put it on my merch store.
The original drawing?
The original napkin for $60.
Wow.
Sold immediately, and I was like, that's hilarious. So before I
Wait, do you know who has that?
Yeah, this kid, Jacob Holmes.
Oh, nice. Shout out, Jacob.
He's brought it to shows, the original. Wow. Is it framed? But before I sent it off, I scanned it, and I was like, this is hilarious. Like, there's something about it. It's kind of cute and funny and weird. And and it just became this like bit online with my sort of fan community. And so I made this Instagram called Horse with Bowl Cut, and obviously it's my logo now, and it lives on stage with us. And it's become this really sweet kind of safe space. The Instagram, it's a private Instagram. Yeah. And it's cool because the people that are on that account, it's just a way to like, I have found that it's a way to shield myself from like the wider darkness of the internet. It feels like a little bit of like a friend's club. And it's been a space for me to be myself a little bit more within this Dullwater Gap world, and just like, I have a pretty like absurdist humor. And I think a lot of times like, I have a hard time like showing that to the wider internet, because I think that like my music is a little bit more serious sometimes.
Okay, so if you were to draw anything.
Yeah. Do you want me to draw you something?
Yeah, I would love that.
Do you want it like in the style of Horse with Bowl Cut?
I would like it in
that's the only style that I do.
Yeah, I was gonna say Dullwater Gap style.
Should I do you with a bowl cut?
Yes, absolutely.
I'm gonna get your little arms.
Okay, nice.
Your little poofs.
Okay, nice.
Do you want to ask me a question while I draw this?
Yeah, this will be like one of those art shows where you're doing a depiction of me while we have a have a chat. Well, actually, you should really be asking the subject questions so you capture it in our thing. What do you want to know about me?
Do you feel like? Oof. Hold on. Do you feel like you would look good with a bowl cut?
No, I don't. I feel like to have a bowl cut, you have to have quite angular features, and I feel like I'm more of a softer feature person.
Did you ever have a bowl cut as a kid?
Yes. Me and my sister one day were fighting over whether we wanted to play robbers or hairdressers. So we ended on cutting our hair as robbers, and that looked like just really short hair, and we had to go to preschool with essentially bowl cuts.
That's
and
so cute.
My mum was out shopping, doing the groceries at the time. She came home, and she was like, I think we were eating lunch with our dad, and he didn't even realize. Like, she was so mad. Anyway.
All right, I'm done. Don't be mad.
Okay, I'm not mad. Why do I look like E.T.? I literally look like E.T.
I think it's cute. I even got the zipper.
Wait,
see?
you haven't signed it. You haven't done your little artist signature.
I think I got your arms really well.
I think you did too. I mean, I have been working out my arms, so.
I think I got the legs good.
Yeah, they thick. Wait, I'm wearing high tops, so you got to put the high tops in there.
Okay, well.
Yeah, nice.
Okay, there you go.
Hell yeah, that's accurate. Oh my God, it's like looking into a mirror.
I know, it's
That's
really
wild.
It's you.
This is your new like making songs for girls. I'm gonna pretend that this is what you.
Girls.
Yeah, this is my MySpace equivalent, and I'm very grateful.
I love it.
Well, tell Watergap, thank you so much for this date. I've really appreciated it.
Who's paying?
I'll pick this one up.
Really? Wow.
Yeah,
After all that, you don't want to be princess?
Oh, well, if you want to, I won't object.
Yeah, I guess I'm allowed to be princess once in a while, right?
It's allowed.